Welcome to the Stykz animation tutorial. Just a quick guide on how to get everything set up in Stykz. Stykz is extremely awesome and it allows you to do some very cool animations in your classroom. So I've opened the Stykz animation uh, software, freeware, on my laptop, and right now I see I have this window that's come up is like my uh, where I will start. So create your first animation is really a good place, especially if you've never used this before. So if you're a Pivot user, I've never used it, but if you have used Pivot, you can definitely apply those skills to using Stykz. Um, Tutorials as well if you want to go through on how to make really anything. There's YouTube on there, but these are some things that they recommend to sort of get you started. Over here is your recent documents. These are the things that I've been working on. This one you'll see on the website at the bottom, and then finally creating a new document. Just default document, blank document. The difference between default and blank is default will typically already have a figure on it, and blank will just be a blank canvas with nothing on it. Blank is what you want to start with if you're not starting with a figure right away. So we'll go ahead and start with default, and we'll say double click on that. Okay, and notice we have a figure right here, and the figure just pretty regular guy. So moving forward with this, very easy. We're going to do something very simple. We're going to make him wave. So to do that, I'm going to start his hand there. I'm going to do new frame down at the bottom. I then click and drag the hand to this part. I click new frame. Now it shows me that. When I click and drag, notice it shows me the shadow. That's where it was before. Click that. All right, now I'm going to go back. And I'm going to go back. Do this a few times just to get the back and forth. And now I want to watch it. So I'll go ahead and hit play. And it's done. Okay. Now this is 7 frames. And what's really interesting, or what's really important to know, is in the controller right here, it gives you the speed. Okay. 10 frames per second is typically the average. So that means that because this is only 7 frames, this entire animation is not a second. It's 7/10 of a second. So we would have to add more for this to be that. You can also double up frames, whatever you want to do, and play with it. So if I want to just move his hand down here, and then maybe move this one, okay, and then maybe move his leg up, that, okay. Now I'm at a full second, so when I play it, this is what's going to happen, right? Give him a little dance that he's doing. These are the basics for that. So you can add different figures. You can also change this. There's several different things. Circles, lines. So if we add a line, you can sort of see what I'm talking about. Notice the line you just sort of add there. Okay. And then from here, you can add another line. From here, you can add another line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a box. I'm going to fill that box in with color. Okay. So I can now do that. Alright, so I'm going to do that using this, what's called a polyfill. Okay, so polyfill, I just click here, click here, click here, click here, and then finally I end right back to where I started. Okay, and notice it automatically gives me, it automatically decides the color for me, but I can click here on web and choose really anything I want to do. If I want it to be black, I can make it black. Okay, if I want to change that color and make it orange, I can do that. Okay, so Of course, if you want to, you can also change the colors of the line, very similar way. So make sure that when you can also move it around by just selecting like that, and then you can move around. Just by hitting the shift key, selecting all of it, and I can actually rotate it. If I can click on one of those yellow circles, I can actually, if I move that out of the way, I might be able to do it. I can actually move it around if you click on a yellow circle. So that's the thing with the guy here. I can move him around as well. And so now uh, we have this that's just going to appear. So when I play this again, we see that he is now jumping up in the air, and we have this as well. So various things you can do with this, all sorts of things. Now, filling in the characters and stuff like that, typically not what you do. You look at mine that I have that's at the bottom, what you'll notice is that there's a lot of there's no stick figures. It's all just done through lines. And of course, you can animate and make any figure you want with this polyfill option. So hopefully something to get you started with Stykz. Once you're done, you have multiple options. Okay, you can save as, and then of course save it as a file, um, as a Stykz file. Okay, but of course what you're gonna want to do is export the animation. So you just click export the animation, and then you can click it QuickTime Movie. You can do it as a sequence of GIF images to do an animated GIF, or maybe a sequence of PNG images, um, or you can do it as an animated GIF itself, which it will export to. The primary one is just the QuickTime Movie, and then once you save it, it'll then show up. In my case, in my animations folder, and you can then upload that to YouTube directly, or go to YouTube's website and upload it there. So very easy to do, very easy to use, and a very powerful tool. Hope you guys get some use out of it.